Namaskar. We are having a glimpse of Dnyaneshwari and Geeta, and today happens to be 16th to 18th verse, the Shlok of 4th chapter of Geeta. Kim karma, kim akarmeti, kavayopyatra mohitaha, tat te karma pravakshyami, yajnatva mokshase shubhat. It means, Kavi means the expert people. What should be done and what should not be done. The many a times expert people also get entangled into this mesh, and they cannot tell what is good and what is bad many a times. And many times these experts are involved in intellectual gymnastics than behaving. Geeta and Gyaneshwari, what are these scripts are, they are just for the behavior, to transform your behavior to get enlightened. But in place of making it as our behavior, they try to get entangled into this fantastic things. They create jalebi in place of they create rounds and rounds and rounds and rounds, and they do not come to any conclusion. We should not be like that. That is what Sri Krishna is saying. Now what happens, that when you do the work as worship, you do not get entangled into this kind of means mirage and this kind of confusion. And when you realize this, you know what is good, what is bad, what is pious and what is not, and then you will achieve the work is worship, and you might even achieve this self-realization and enlightenment. You can become yogi bhakta as well. Yujo Jyoti yoga means merging your soul with the God. Vibhakta nasaya manjes bhakta manaya means you are not separated from God. Your soul is not separated from God's soul. That is real bhakti. That is real yoga. So that you can become. That is what Shri Krishna is saying to the his devotee Arjuna. Now, what Dnyaneshwari Maharaj is saying, कर्म म्हणजे ते कवण अथवा अकर्मा काय लक्षण ऐसे विचारिता विचक्षण गुंफून ठेले. What is the real karma? What has to be done and what not has to be done? What should not be done, in fact? Even the expert and intellectuals also get confused many a times. जैसे का कुडे नाणे खराचेनी सारखेपणे डोळ्याचे देखणे संशय घाली. Like there are two kinds of coins. One is real coin, one is fake coin. So they are so similar that we cannot realize which is fake and which is the real coin. Like that, people get confused. I'm telling you the translation. तैसे नैष्कर्मतेचे भ्रमे गिवसीत जत आहाती कर्मे जे दुजी सृष्टी मनोधर्मे करू शकते. Like that, in fact, if you are real devotee, then you understand that this work has been done by the God only. I am just have been made to sit here only. Otherwise, anybody can come and anybody can get this work done. Like if Arjuna said, yeah, because of me only Gita has been told, Katham. Next moment, in place of Arjun, Yudhishthir or Bhima could be there. God can do anything. So, गिवसित आहादी कर्मे जे तैसे नैष्कर्मतेचे भ्रमे गिवसित आहादी कर्मे जे दुजी सृष्टी मनोधर्मे करू शकते. Now many times we go to places. If you go to jungle, somebody will see the he might be botanist, he will see the trees only. Somebody might be the geologist, he will see the rocks and the content of the earth over there, the chemical content of the earth there. Somebody who is who is expert in some other things, they will see it according to their expertise. So they have their own universe inside them, that is dwelling inside them. So according to their universe inside them, they see and look at the things outside. So why don't you create a good universe inside you? Why don't you become a realized soul so that you can see the real things everywhere? Because ultimately you have the ability to create the another universe inside you. Why don't you create the good world? Why can't we achieve the sustainable development goals and go to moon, Mars and beyond and take the humans there? In fact, okay, so that you become so much devoted, you become yogi and bhakta, and you do the work and you realize, oh my God, how beautifully the work is happening. You start feeling work is happening. Many a times you feel that, oh, earlier I used to do this work, but that had a lot of problems, but now it is getting done very fast and beautifully. My efficiency and effectivity has improved. Okay, what happened? There was one housewife, means house manager, lady was there. She might be now 95 years old. Okay, what happened? She used to get irritated with a lot of things. Now what happened? Suddenly, once she realized that after doing all the work, she used to take bath and then perform the puja of the gods in her house. She used to feel very nice and calm and quiet. She realized, if I take a bath within 5-10 minutes and perform the puja, and then if I do the everyday work, what will happen? She did that. At the age of maybe 25, at that time, at the age of 18 only they used to get married. So at the age of 19 or 20, she realized this. So later on, see now 95, so 75 years, what she's doing, she's taking a bath early in the morning and performing puja, and then she's doing all the work inside her house as puja only. Work is worship only. Imagine at what level she could be. 75 years of penance. I am not even 50, for example, I am not even 50 years old. Imagine at what level that lady might be. Imagine, I mean, people do not know their names as well, and such people live in India. Okay, then I shall give you the example. If the lady is there, then I shall give the example of business people as well. One person started his business. He was 25 to 27 years old. Okay, because he didn't tell me his age, but according to my age, I can realize he was between 25 to 27 years old, because he might be 65 to 67 years old now. So what happened? That he started business. He collected those kinds of people who were living nearby and who needed the job. He just told them one thing. Today we are living in thousands, we might be living in maybe millions as well, but we have to be very honest. I shall pay you every month this salary, and it might increase in future, but at the same time, if you remain honest, our business will grow. Straight away, first thing, 25 to 30 people were there. Only 4 or 5 people have changed, others are still same, or their some relatives are working there. They are very honest. Even when a child comes and tells, father, grocery and vegetables has to be brought, so he says clearly, he tells to the people that is what I have to do, I am going. He goes, brings the grocery, vegetable, and come back and starts working. That much honesty is there. That much. They are not speaking lie and going home and doing fantastic things. No. That much devotion is there. Each penny taken care. He is also paying taxes very well. Honest work. Honest work. They are living in 1,000. Now they are living in, their business has grown to lakhs. Their salary also have increased definitely. I mean, even business also can become the devotion if you do honestly. Your housework also can become your devotion. Work is worship, both the places. even your office work, as I told you. It is, I have seen it. I can take those people. If you come to me, I can show those people. Okay, so it is possible. So you create a good world inside you, then you can see the good world outside you as well. That is the address given in this OV. Okay, next. वाचून मूर्खाची गोठी काय असे एक मोहलेगा क्रांतदर्शी म्हणून आता त्याची पर्यसी सांगेन तूच. क्रांतदर्शी मीन्स द person having vision. Okay, on vision I'm telling you one example. You see, in many countries, for example, before Magna Carta in UK, or you see the Tsars were there in Russia, even in India, Gupta, Maurya, so many dynasties were there. In China also, Ming and Qing and so many dynasties were there. Okay, so the eras were there. Why their dynasty got eradicated? Because some kings or the rulers were good, but others were taking advantage, and they created a lot of bad work, and that is why they got destroyed slowly. Like that, if you do good things today, maybe even after 10 generations, the good qualities will get propagated in your next generations, and only good people will they will be there, and they will create good work and good people only, and they will generate good things only. If you do some fantastic things, then you know what happened to these dynasties, the rulers. They will create good people only. They will inculcate good qualities, people living around them. By that way, we can achieve the sustainable development goals and go to moon, Mars and beyond, and we can take this culture to that place as well. Otherwise, if we will destroy the Mother Earth, and wherever we go, we'll destroy those worlds as well. So it's very important to take care. Each and every person should devote their life than waste their time. They waste their life. Krantadash, should have vision about your life, others' lives as well. वाचनी मूर्खाची गोठी काय असे एक मोहलेगा क्रांतदर्शी म्हणून आता त्याची परिस्थिती सांगेन तूच. Even the many visionaries got confused. Leave aside the other people, and hence it's a penance to live a good life. Every day living a good life is a penance. You don't have to do any other penance many a time, because if you think work is worship, it's very difficult to live an honest and truthful life. Thankful to God for helping from time to time. Maybe you will lose couple of jobs, maybe you will lose a couple of friends who are dishonest, but at the end of the day, those people will live with you who are honest, who are devoted, and who try to understand each other. That is also true. It is given here. Okay, next. Karmano ह्यपि बोद्धव्यम बोद्धव्यम च विकर्मणः अकर्मणश्च बोद्धव्यम गहना कर्मणो गतिः. Okay, the translation given here is that whatever you do, that should be devoted to me, and there are some vishesh karma, means you are doing something special, that also you devote to me, and there are some things which you should not do, akarma, nishiddha karma, and if you do that, then I told you the dynasties got destroyed. That may happen to you anytime, or your generation, or your own dynasty as well. Everybody has his dynasty. Everybody is king at his house, or queen is in their house, or princess or prince in their houses. I don't have to tell that. One of my friends used to say that he might be big, he might be president, prime minister, king or whatever. We are king at our home. He used to say that. And then he used to play chess with me. He was 5-10 years old. I'm king in my house. At that time I was, I think, 10 or 12 years old. And he was 12th grader, means 18 or 19 years old. I'm king of this house. In his house he used to say. But I used to defeated him many times. I want to defeat you. That was different issue. But you see, that's how, the people think. Now, the translation of this I told you. So, तरी कर्म म्हणजे स्वभाव आहे, जेणे विश्वाकारू संभवे ते सम्यक आदि जाणावे लागेत. Everybody has his got swabha, means his own characteristics, own character, and accordingly he behaves and does the, he has his own deeds, good or bad, whatever it may be. But if you can devote yourself towards me, then every work you do, that will come to me. First thing. Second thing is, it might happen that you become Yujo Enjoti Yoga, means become one with me, your soul gets merged with me, you become Bhakta, you cannot be separated from me. So you become Vishwakara, you get one with the unison with the God. That is a promise Lord Shri Krishna is giving here. How beautifully, what is the translation here? He said, many times if you practice a lot, then it can become, automatically the work can get devoted to me, and because you are so devoted, you are doing pious and good work only. So automatically your work will come to me, get devoted to me, and get surrendered to me and offered at my feet. In fact, it is mentioned over here. मग वर्णाश्रमाशी उचित जे विशेष कर्म विहित तेही ओळखावे निश्चित उपयोगाचे. Varnashram means young age your work is to study, then after some time you have to work in the office or whatever it may be. And if you are Sugruhini, means housewife, you have to do those work. That is Varnashram is also there. Then if you are an old person, then somebody says, hey, grandfather is there, you have to behave. Yeah. So you become that kind of lighthouse in your house, that people will behave properly. That kind of guiding light also you can become in your house. Another side of this is that Brahman, Vaishya, Shudra, Kshatriya, these are also paths for enlightenment only. So if you happen to having a teaching qualities or learning abilities, then you teach and do all those things. Then you become Kshatriya, you become soldier and all those things. You do the business good examples are given. Kshatriya also very good examples are there, like Arjuna is there. And Shudra, you serve and you become enlightened soul. So these kinds of work also we are doing every day. Sometimes there is another side of the story is that sometimes you behave like a child, you behave like a young age person. Sometimes you behave like a wise man, sometimes you behave like a fool. Okay, everything happens at a time, maybe in your life every day. But still, you have to do the uchit work. Means you should do all things which are pious thing and good deeds, which are for the humanitarian cause, which help each and every human being, and in fact, it doesn't destroy the environmental and ecological cycle as well. Je vishesha karma vita, you might be doing something special, Lord, but that should be devotion to God, not for harming the humanity or Mother Earth. Tehi olkha nishchita upayogasi. This you can utilize it for your self-realization as well. Beautiful. पाठीचे निषिद्ध म्हणिपे तेही बुझाय स्वरूपे येतुलीने येथे काही न गुंफे आपैसाचे. So that thing which you are not supposed to do, you should not do. For example, Swami Madhava, my Sadguru, used to say that you should drink only the milk of a cow, and you should, for example, milk only and pure water. You should not drink any other drink. Apart from that, you should have only vegetarian food. You should not do any other thing, because that is not expected from you. Another thing is you should have penance. You should do your work honestly, truthfully. I given the example of that businessman. And if you do that, then you do not get entangled into confusion. Clarity is there. For the simple people, Paramartha is very simple. But for those people who try to create problems and try to earn more, they have the greed. For them, the Paramartha is very difficult. It is given here. It becomes, automatically, if you start doing good work will follow, good people will follow you. and you become you can become friends, and you can do the good work and leave this apart. While living, you leave the good work only. एरवी जग हे कर्माधीन, ऐसी याची व्याप्ती घन परी ते असो ऐके चिन्ह प्राप्त आहे का. नाउ हू दोज हू आर रिअलाइज सोल, they realize that everybody has to do, every entity has to do their work. Heart has to pump blood, eyes has to see, nose has to smell, mouth has to speak or eat, ears has to listen. Similarly, even ants, viruses, bacteria, then so many species are there. They are into their karma, they are doing their deeds, and it has Vyapti Ghan. It has, it is inculcated in such a fashion that if you do good work, then Karma Vipak Siddhanta is there. Whatever you sow, you reap. You will get good things only. And if you are visionary, then you are even 10 generations later, your own dynasty will do the good things only. Parite aso aike chinna prapta sega. Means I am going to tell you what are the characteristics of that person who is doing such kind of work. Beautiful. Karmanya karmaya paschet akarmanicha karmaya so buddhiman manushyesu so yukta krishna karma. Means the person who is a realized soul, he sees that I am doing this work, that is what people sing, but I feel that by becoming yogi and bhakta, I am doing the work of God only. So he sees the nishkarmata, means he gets detached from that work, doing the work perfectly, efficiently, with more productivity is there, efficiency is there, effectiveness is there, precisely, accurately also he is doing. I can add so many words here. And he is doing with Atma Buddhi only. And then he, he sees that I am doing this work, people see, but that I am not doing, the Paramatma is doing that work. He can visualize that thing. So one of the example is that lady has given, that she used to take bath early in the morning and do all the other work. So what happened? That before she used to take bath early and do the puja, there was at least one spot left where the darkness is there or something, the cleanliness was not there. But after this she realized that when I started doing the work after puja in the morning, all my everyday work is getting devoted to God throughout the day. She started feeling calmness and peace in her mind. Imagine, even, I have given the example of the farmers in India. I have met such farmers, shook hand with them. You see, farmers, there were few farmers. Before going on the farm, they used to take bath, perform the puja, archana and all those things. Then they used to go to the agricultural land. They used to touch that land and they go inside as if that is a puja, whatever the sowing and seeds are, they are growing, sowing the seeds and getting the produce. They used to perform puja and they used to say, I am going to do the farming over here. Whatever the produce is there, that is going to feed the society. May I get good return in that or not, but the society should get good nutritious food from my farm. What a devotion. That's how if you perform your work. India is India. You may say thousands of lakhs of people in fact over here. I have met a lot of people who have not spoken a single line in their 90 years of life. I can take you to them if you happen to meet me. Okay. कर्मण्य कर्म यह पश्चात अकर्मणीचे कर्म यह सबुद्धिमान मनुष्य से युक्त कृष्ण कर्मकृत. So I am going to tell you about that person who sees akarmata, means he is not doing any work, but that work has been done as a work is worship. Okay, जो सकल कर्मी वर्तता देखे आपली नैष्कर्मता कर्मसंगे निराशता फळाची. He is doing the work, but he is not attached to the fruit of that work. And he is seeing Naishkarmata, means he is not doing any work, but God is getting the work done through his body. Literally, he feels that. आणि कर्तव्य ते लागी ज्या दुसरे नाही जगी ऐसिया नैष्कर्मता तरी चांगी बोधला असेल. की everybody has to do some kind of work. Okay, but to see Naishkarmata means I am not doing this work, and that kind of both, that kind of realization is very important. And you should try to achieve that enlightenment and Nishkarmata. Arjun, that is what Shri Krishna is saying. परी क्रियाकलापू आगवा आचरतू दिसे बरवा तरी तो इन्हीं चिन्ह जानाव ज्ञानेगा. The person who is not attached to all these things, only you should realize they are realized soul, otherwise not. जैसा का जळापाशी उभा ठाके तो जरी आपण पे जळा माझी देखे तरी तो निभ्रांत ओळखे म्हणे मी वेगळा आहे. Who is that person is standing at the corner of the maybe the river or a tank or maybe the sea. He can see the water, the work getting done and all those things, but he remains detached from it, and he is doing good work, that is for humanitarian cause, which is good work, pious work. Ultimately, that piousness you have to feel inside your mind and brain and soul. And he feels that, and he remains detached from this work as his work becomes worship. अथवा नावे हन जोरीगे तो थडियेचे रुख जाता देखे वेगे तेची साचो कार्य जो पाहो लागे तव रुख म्हणे अचळ. If you happen to sit in a boat, you feel, or not only boat, if you are even driving or sitting in a train, or you are riding in a spaceship or aeroplane or whatever vehicle you are sitting, you feel that the things are going behind. Sometimes you feel, if you are sitting in a boat, you feel that jungle is going behind. Literally, you are sitting inside the boat. You are doing nothing. The boat is going ahead, and these things are going and coming, and you see the boat is going ahead, and these things are going behind. Beautiful example. Like that, he happened to be the Atma sitting inside his body, remaining alipta, detached from it, and all the work are getting done perfectly, efficiently. And then he, after doing all this work, he feels that. Beautifully given. He is Achal. Achal means he is not moving anywhere. Everything is happening, going on. But he feels Achal means Nishkarmata, Naishkarmata, and Aliptata, Yogi and Bhakta, he feels inside. तैसे सर्व कर्मी असणे ते पुढे मानुनी वायाणे मग आपण वे जो जाणे नैष्कर्मी व्हायचा. Means do not get entangled into falsehood. Get in and get inside the truthfulness that God is doing all this work. We are just one of the servant of God. He can replace anytime anyone among us. So you are doing those work. Okay, accept it. Everybody feels that. But at the end of the day, it is the work of God, and God is doing all these things. आणि उदो अस्ताचे प्रमाणे जैसे न चलता सूर्याचे चालणे तैसे नैष्कर्म्यात्म जाणे कर्मीच असावा. You see, he has given, as everybody knows in science, that the sun is there. We see that it is sunrise is there and sunset is there, but sun is not moving. The earth revolves around it. Like that, you happen to do all the things, but inside you, the sun means your Atma is there, the Jivatma, the Paramatma is there. You feel that you are doing nothing, you are detached from it, but still the perfect work is happening with full efficiency, effectiveness, productivity, with full perfection, following all the standard operating procedures, and without hurting any human being or any entity. Okay, beautiful. Yeah. तो मनुष्यासारखा तरी आवडे परी मनुष्यत्व त्या न घडे जैसे जळी जळा माझी न बुडे भानुबिंब. That person looks like a human being. He is behaving with all the people, but at the end of the day, like you can see the reflection of sun, but sun is not inside that water. Like that person remains detached from the world, and like the sun is there, everything is happening over here, but he remains detached from this world at all the times. तेणे न पाहता विश्व देखिले, न करिता सर्व केले, न भोगिता भोगिले भोगे जात. Sitting inside, he is watching the world, seeing the world. He is doing all the work. He's eating the everyday meals. He is drinking the clean water like everybody else does. But at the same time, he remains detached from this world and remains one with the God, becoming yogi and bhakta. एकेची ठाई बैसला परी सर्वत्र तोची गेला, हे असो विश्व झाला अंगेची तो. Means he is sitting inside. A lot of things are happening through body, through mind, and through this whole world. Everything is going on. He's sitting at one place, but he goes so many places, and he has become Yujunjati, means becoming one with the God. He has become the whole universe, infinite universes. He has become one with that, and he has become that infinite universe. Angechitu. Even if his body is there, and even with his body, he has become one with that. His body doesn't remain Brunmeka, made up of earth. His body has become Chaitanyameka, means has become God himself. That is what he is saying. One example here, once, because science doesn't accept this, but this is a reality. Because you cannot give the reason and proof of everything. You have to realize inside yourself. Okay. Now one example. Once we were discussing that galaxy is 1.2 billion light years away. I hope you know. And so how can we go there and all those things? I said, you see, according to Geeta, we are present everywhere. We are Atma. So why we have to go there? We are present there. We just have our bodies there. We have to just form the body over there. So he said, and that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. He used fantastic words. I said, you see, it is possible. Earlier also, the rishis, munis used to take their body anywhere, and they can antardhyan, and they can used to form their body everywhere. I have seen God, 51 minutes he was sitting in front of me. There are many people, there are maybe thousands and millions of people in India, they have seen some kind of darshan, some kind of, prachiti they have got. Some kind of realization is there. So, you can take your body anywhere and come back as well at your will. That is possible. So, if we have to go to places, it is better that we create yogi and bhakta. Those are well behaved and take the good culture and civilization over there. In fact, we all should become realized soul on this Mother Earth, supreme being we should become. Then only this earth can live in peace, and we can live in peace. And then this same peaceful culture we can take to places. Otherwise, we will destroy Mother Earth, and wherever we go, we will destroy that world as well. Then he agreed. Whatever you are saying is a practical thing, he said. But at the same time, it is very difficult to everyone to become yogi, he also said. I said, okay, you may feel it, but for a simple person, it is very easy, the Paramartha is very simple. But, everyday life is complicated for some people. If everybody walks the pious path, then this world becomes very good place. We can achieve the sustainable development goals, and we can go to moon, Mars, and we can take this good culture everywhere. If Earth is in trouble, we'll go there. If that place is in trouble, we can come back to Earth. That will be advantageous to us. So then, ऑन दिस होई ओनली आय रिमेंबर एके जे ठाई बसला परी सर्वत्र तोची गेला हे असो विश्व झाला अंगेची तो that person can become unison with the whole almighty God, whole vishwa, infinite God. So he again he asked, do you believe in this? I said, why should not I believe? Then he started thinking, and I didn't get the answer yet. Maybe 40 years have passed. I didn't get the answer from him. Why should not he believe? There is no answer from his side. Okay, so ultimately, walking the righteous path with all ethics and values according to the Sanatan Dharma is the best way to live on Mother Earth. And then this body has to perish someday, sometime. Swamiji also used to say, nobody is living here with his body. Everybody has to leave this body. So why not we do good work and then leave this body? Okay? So let us try to be yogi and bhakta as well. And that is what Sri Krishna and Dnyaneshwari Maharaj has to say. Thank you very much.